The Wise Yudhishthira. The Pandavas were 5 brothers. They were princes. The eldest of the Pandavas was Yudhishthira, a man of truth and wisdom. They were driven into the forest by the Kauravas. Once, there was no rainfall. Streams and rivers all became dry. The Pandavas felt a deep thirst, but nowhere could they find water. They felt as if they would die of thirst. Yudhishthira then said to his half-brother Nakula, "O Nakula, son of Madri, climb that tree and look every way and see if water is near. Look if any plants grow in this forest, for that will be a sign of water." Then Nakula climbed up the tree. He looked this way and that. At last, he saw some plants and birds in the distance. It appeared as if there was a pond there. "Go then, Nakula," said Yudhishthira, "and bring for your brothers some sweet water to drink." So, Nakula set out towards the place where he had caught sight of the green plants. A clear pond was there, and on the edge of it, he saw some cranes. The water looked so sweet and cool, and he was almost dying of thirst. Down to his knees, he fell. He put his head to the clear pond, till his lips touched the water. "Stop!" cried a voice. "Stop, young man! Do not drink till you have obeyed the law of this pond. No one may drink here till he has answered the questions I ask. If you take even a drop of water before this, you will die at once." Nakula gave no attention to the voice. He drank the water. He had hardly drunk a mouthful of water when he fell dead among the plants growing near the water. Yudhishthira and his brothers watched for hours for Nakula, but he did not return. At last, Yudhishthira said, "Sahadeva, I do not know why your brother has not returned with the water. Go and bring water for us." When Sahadeva reached the pond, he saw Nakula lying dead there. His heart was filled with grief, but his thirst was so great that he could not stop to weep over his dead brother, and he knelt down to drink. "Wait," cried a loud voice. "Do not take even a drop of this water until you have replied to my questions. If you do, you will die." The prince said no word. He bent over the pool and began to drink. He had hardly drunk a little water when he fell upon the earth, dead. When Sahadeva also failed to return, Yudhishthira became very anxious. Turning to Arjuna, he said, "Go to the pond, my brother, and bring us some water." Arjuna lost no time in reaching the pond. Reaching the pond, he saw his 2 brothers lying dead near the water. He became sorrowful and looked around, but he saw no living man. He was so thirsty that he felt that he must drink, so he bent down. "Stop!" cried a voice. "Do not drink until you have answered my questions. If you drink, you will die." At first, Arjuna was afraid. It appeared as if a ghost was speaking to him. "Who are you, wicked man?" cried Arjuna, picking up courage. But no one replied. So, Arjuna knelt and put his lips to the water. His lips had hardly touched the water when he also fell dead. Yudhishthira waited and waited. At last, he said, "Will you, dear Bhima, go and get us water to drink? I wonder why our brothers have not returned." Bhima rose slowly and walked towards the pond. He was in great sorrow when he saw his 3 dead brothers, but so great was his thirst that he knelt down to drink. "Do not drink," said the voice. "Let the water not touch your lips till you have answered my questions, or you will die at once." But Bhima also tried to drink and died. He, like his 3 brothers, lay dead by the pond. The forest was silent, except for the sounds of birds and animals. Yudhishthira sat alone, wondering why his brothers had not returned. At last, he got up and with slow steps made his way to the pond. Great was his grief when he saw his 4 brothers lying dead side by side. It seemed as if they had been killed by someone. He looked all around to see who had killed them, but he could discover no enemy. He felt as if the ground was slipping beneath his feet. Still, he bent down towards the water where the plants and flowers grew. "Stop!" cried the voice. "Unless you answer my questions before drinking, you will die. Such is the law of this place. I, the old swan, rule over this pond, and I warn you not to drink." It appeared to Yudhishthira as if it were the voice of some spirit. So he said, "Before I answer your questions, tell me who you are. Surely, you must be someone from another world." "Yes, you are right," said the bird. "I am Yaksha, the spirit of the woods. I rule over this pool. I have laid down the rule that anyone who wants to drink the water of this pond must first answer my questions, or he shall die at once." "Ask your questions," said Yudhishthira. "I shall answer them as well as I can." Then the swan took the form of a yaksha and asked several questions, and Yudhishthira replied to each. Yaksha: "Which is the best road to heaven?" Yudhishthira: "Virtue is the best road to heaven." Yaksha: "Which is the best of virtues?" Yudhishthira: "The best virtue is to hate none." Yaksha: "Which is the worst enemy of man?" Yudhishthira: "Anger is the worst enemy of man." Yaksha: "Which man is rich and poor at the same time?" Yudhishthira: "The man who has much, but gives nothing." Yaksha: "How can a poor man become rich?" Yudhishthira: "A poor man may become rich by being contented." Yaksha: "Whose love is the greatest in the world?" Yudhishthira: "The love of father and mother for their children." Yaksha: "What is the way to be happy?" Yudhishthira: "To tell the truth and to be kind." Yaksha: "Who is the greatest man of all?" Yudhishthira: "He who is ever the same in joy and sorrow." Then said the Yaksha, "O king, you have answered my questions well. Now you may drink water. I give you a boon also. Name any one of your brothers whom I may bring to life again." Yudhishthira said, "Let Nakula, son of Madri, come back to life." "But he is only your half-brother," said the Yaksha. "Do you not want your real brothers, Bhima and Arjuna, to live again? Do you not love them?" "Yes, I love them," said Yudhishthira. "But I wish that Nakula should come back to life." "Why?" "Because he is the son of Madri, and I am the son of Kunti. If I live, Kunti's line would not end, but if Nakula and Sahadeva both die, Madri's line would end. Therefore, O spirit, it is better that Nakula's life should be restored rather than Bhima's or Arjuna's." Yudhishthira had hardly spoken these words when the Yaksha said, "O king, I am Dharma, the god of justice. I wish to know if you were just. I find that you are really so. I am well pleased with your wisdom and justice. Let all your brothers live." And the 4 brothers rose up.